Happy New Comic Book Day, webheads! It's another new comic book week, which means another comic book haul. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions of what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I'm bringing you another episode of Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul. This is episode 483, and this is the video series where each and every week I share with you, my comic book fans, what I get at the comic book store, which is Comic Central, always providing me those great comic books and awesome customer service. So if you guys are ever in the Central Florida area, in the city of Sanford, go ahead, stop by Comic Central and tell them that Mike Spider Slayer sent you. All right, guys, so before we get started, I got some great news for you. I got a new series getting ready to begin. It is actually a spin-off series off of the comic book hauls, and it has to do with dollar bin comic books, right? I'm searching for a title for it. I'm going to put a poll in my Facebook group page, and I'm going to actually put it in the community page on here, and hopefully we'll get a vote on what the title of this new series should be called. But look forward to that series coming very soon. All right, guys, so let's get started with this week's haul. Here is the mysterious black bag. That's right, guys. There it is, mysterious. Now, not nearly the size haul as it was last week, but still some solid books that are coming out this week. So here we go. Getting ready to unleash the mighty fury of the comic books. There is the stack, okay? So here we go. Bag is right here. And let's go ahead and start this off with a flyer for Free Comic Book Day. That's right, guys. Saturday, August 14th. That's when it's happening this year. At my shop, it's happening from 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. There's all of your Free Comic Book Day stuff there. So really cool stuff. If you're at the shop, go ahead and check it out. All right, so here we go. Let's get started with this week's comic books. And the first book that I wound up getting here on the top is Spider-Woman. This is issue 13. That's right, pretty cool cover there as we have the variant cover celebrating 80 years of Captain America as Jessica Drew has a Cap costume on. I think that's pretty cool. This series has always been pretty good. The artwork is awesome. There's always lots of action when it comes to this series. And I think it's great story. And I love Jessica's personality in this book. So that's Spider-Woman issue 13. All right, next we wound up getting the second printing of Web of Spider-Man. So I did get the first printing, and I think I got the variant cover of it. So I'm like, you know what? I had the opportunity to pick up the second printing of this, so I went ahead and got a chance to pick it up. The funny thing is I still haven't read the first issue of it, and now that this is a second print, I can actually use this as the reading copy and read this story and see what it truly is about, right? So that's Web of Spider-Man issue 1. Next, we have Thor issue 15. So it looks like Captain America is doing battle against Thor in this issue, and I'm really excited to see what this story has in store. But I think this might be a filler issue. We definitely get a different artist on there. And again, Nick Klein is not on this book anymore, which is unfortunate, but still you cannot, you know, ignore the fact that Donny Cates has been writing a phenomenal Thor story, and I really can't wait to see what happens of this small story arc. So it's not just one issue. It is called Revelations Part 1 of 3. So there you have it, 3-issue story arc when it comes to Donny Cates' Thor. All right, next, continuing on, we have Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters. This is issue 2. This has been a pretty solid story when it comes to the bounty hunters here, with Boba Fett trying to get back Han Solo's carbonite so he can deliver it to Jabba so he can actually get paid. But everybody else is after the carbonite. People are after Boba Fett himself. So there's a lot of things going on in this. I loved that 0 issue. The first issue was okay for me, and now we'll see what issue 2 has to offer here. So I'm really looking forward to this. And there you got some Bossick in there too. So that is War of the Bounty Hunters. That is issue 2. All right, next we have Spider-Man Spider Shadow. This is issue 4 of this already, and this is the What If series. This has been a really great series. It's like, what if Spider-Man had the symbiote and never kind of let go of it, right? So pretty cool artwork in here. Last issue, if you read it, you obviously got to see that he did release the symbiote from himself, and it went on to another host. Pretty cool as we get to see some of the other heroes in this issue. Looking forward to reading this one. So that's Spider-Man Spider Shadow. All right. Next, we wind up having Skybound issue 2, celebrating 10 years of storytelling. Now, I never got a chance to read the first issue of this, so hopefully maybe I can read these back to back. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what you thought of the first issue of this, especially when it comes to the Rick Grimes 2000 storyline. So I'm really interested in reading that. But I had a lot of comic books to read this past week, and I was about 7 or 8 shy of completing that goal. All right, so next we got the big one here. We got Sinister War. This is issue 1. I did get this Mark Bagley. I think this is the connecting cover, so I wound up getting that one. So that's pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to this story. If you guys like weekly Spider-Man reviews, it's a new series I also started right here on the channel. It's called Spider-Man Weekly, where I review the newest issues of Spider-Man. So here I'll show you some of the artwork inside. And I can't wait to get my hands on this and do the review on this so we can discuss it as a group, guys. So stay tuned for that on Thursday. So there you have it. There is Spider-Man: The Sinister War. This is issue 1. All right. And of course, I got the main cover of it. I had to have 2 copies of this book. So like I said, you know, not 1 copy is good enough when it comes to a Spider-Man comic for me. I gotta get 2. All right, and then next I wound up getting Ninjak issue 1. This was a book that was on the fence for me. I did read a run of Ninjak, and I forgot who wrote it, and it was a while ago, but I really enjoyed it, and I like the concept of the character, so I'm curious to see what this has to offer. Artwork is very interesting, and this is not what I was anticipating when it comes to the artwork. This kind of reminds me of Fraction's run on Hawkeye. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if it works for this comic. And so right away when I see this is kind of a turnoff for me. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes here. If it's a good story, I might continue it. But again, the story has to blow me away and the artwork has to fit that story. So we'll see. I'm expecting something more like this, right? So a little disappointed right off the bat when I see Ninjak issue 1. All right, guys, so now it's time for those Facebook group page shout-outs. And the first shout-out of the day goes to Jimmy Knox, who went to an old bookstore on his holiday and found a bunch of long boxes. Spent a couple hours with his brother-in-law digging and found some good books. Everything was 30% off of the sticker, and the Jubilee X-Men book was $1.50, and it was a rare newsstand. And so he did a pretty good job there. You get to see some of the X-Men comics that he picked up and some Fantastic Four books. So really cool. So congratulations, Jimmy, on picking up those books. Our next shout out goes to Jorge Vasquez, or George Vasquez. I'm sorry if I said your first name wrong. And said, recently picked up my first ever Silver Age key. Not the best looking copy, but I'm ecstatic to have in the collection Flash issue 139, the origin and the first appearance of Professor Zoom, the Reverse Flash. That is classic, very nostalgic. Love that cover, and congratulations on getting that book. All right, and next we wound up getting Dan Skyberg, who said, my son and I put together a display wall yesterday. We used laminated panel end caps and dividers. I think it turned out all right. Now, I definitely wanted to highlight this because this was very cool that you took the time to do this and it came out beautifully, but it was also really cool that you spent time with your son doing this, and that's always a cherished moment that you'll always remember forever. So congratulations on getting that project done. So guys, if you want to become part of the Facebook group page called Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite, just go on that group page on Facebook. I'll look over you, I'll approve you, you'll become part of the group, and you can share off your hauls, you can share off your statues, your comic book rooms, anything comic book related, and of course, you could get shouted out for future comic book hauls. All right, guys, so let's continue this haul, and my next book that I wound up getting is Iron Man issue 10. Lovely cover here by Alex Ross. This series has been okay for me. I think it's been dragging on a little bit, and now we're going to get a story with Iron Man in here about where he's been. Right, he's gone to this completely different place. No other friends are around, and it looks like he's coming across some different civilization. How does he get back? How does he reunite with his friends? And how does he stop Korvac? I don't know. We'll see. So that's Iron Man. This is issue 10. Next, I wound up getting Scream. This is issue 1. This has to do with that Extreme Carnage event that's going on. I think this is an awesome cover. Here we get to see some of the interior artwork on there. What is that? What is that? Oh my God, I forgot his total name there. What's that Spider-Man? Let me know in the comments below. He's totally slipping my tongue, but it looks like a lot of action's already happening from the first page. Check out the interior artwork. I'm all over this one. This is phenomenal. So cool. That's Scream issue 1. Next, I wound up getting one of the variant covers that it comes to Scream issue 1, and I wound up getting this one. This one in person looks really good. Seeing it on a computer screen, it didn't do that much justice, but having it in my hand, this is really nice. And for some reason, that gray background really works with this particular cover. Awesome exaggeration of the hair, nice body structures there. Great looking cover when it comes to Scream. And then next, I wound up getting, anxiously awaiting this book, Bunny Mask. This is issue 2. The first issue of this was so creepy about this girl that was being held captive by her father, and some investigators or some kind of child care people wound up going and finding out what was happening, and this guy was just abusing his daughter, and all kinds of things happened, and the end just left you for a huge cliffhanger. The artwork is, you know, it's a different style, but you know what, when it comes to this independent book, it works. I mean, it really does work. And this mysterious Bunny Mask character, like, who is she? That's what I really want to know. And how does this mystery get solved? How many issues is this? I'm not even sure, but this is done by Aftershock Comics. If you haven't read it, go ahead and check it out. Hopefully you can find issue 1 on the racks, but that's Bunny Mask. That's issue 2. All right. And then next we have Justice League The Last Ride. This is issue 3. I'm no longer reading the main Justice League title. This one is much better than Brian Michael Bendis's. So this one is really cool. This has got the Green Lanterns in there, and there's all kinds of things going on. Past stories with Superman, Martian Manhunter, and this just seems like this is the last mission of the Justice League. Really great story here by Chip Zdarsky. This is an awesome book. Definitely recommend this. Great artwork here. Justice League The Last Ride, issue 3. All right, and then next we have The Joker. This is issue 5. Phenomenal series. I've said this many times. I don't know who is not reading this story. It's always got some great twists and turns in it. The artwork is different in this issue, though. This is not the same artist, right? So this is, if you're expecting a regular artist, this is not it. This is a little bit different. So I'm curious to see what happens in this issue that they change the artist. Does it fit the storytelling here, right? Check that out right there. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. But it has not been disappointing. It's been really pretty good book. All right, next I wound up getting Infinite Frontier. This is issue 2 of 6. The first issue of this was just okay for me, and I don't know that many people that were really like in awe about this. So I want to know in the comments below, what did you guys think about this first issue of Infinite Frontier? So here's some more of the artwork in here. I just thought that first issue was okay. It just didn't blow me out of the water. So that's that, right? I'm looking for the one that has to do with the whole Black Lantern ring and everything like that. Then I wound up getting Batman Detective, which this one was thrown back into my pull list, which I didn't read the last particular issue, but nevertheless, I think it's a cool looking cover. I think the artwork is good. Not my favorite work from Tom Taylor, and not my favorite Batman story either, but it's been okay from what I read. So, you know, maybe I'll read the previous issue and then read this one. It just depends where I'm at with my reading at the moment. All right, and then when it comes to the Joker, I have the Joker issue 5 variant cover. This is the Carrie Andrews variant. This is a gorgeous cover. Love the facial expression on here. Sorry about the glare. I don't have a lot of light right now because of it's really dark and it's about to rain outside. But really nice looking cover there. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I had to pick that one up. The facial expression on this alone is just beautiful. And then last but not least, I wound up getting Batman Detective Comics issue 1039 as we continue this story with the mayor. Is it the mayor, or is it the guy that's daughter got married and Batman is doing battle against? Gorgeous artwork. This one here is done by Bogdanovich. So really great story overall. How we got these guys that are spitting out like bug creatures and stuff. So we got the Huntress in there. So it's been a good book. It's been a good series. I do think that this particular story has been drawn out a little bit. I feel like they could have ended this maybe a couple issues ago. But nevertheless, they do what they got to do, right? And Tamaki's been pleasing people when it comes to her run on her detective run. So there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned during the weekend where I start doing my dollar haul, whatever I'm going to call it. Like I said, I'm going to make it the title up to you guys. And until next time, guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell. And of course, if you like the content, I'll leave you more content right here. And guys, happy new comic book day, and enjoy those comics.